2020 is awesome. Hi, I'm Brian Pombo. Welcome back to Brian J. Pombo Live. I wanted to bring up the fact that I'm not being facetious. I really think that 2020 is amazing. And let me tell you why. Everyone's out there bagging on 2020, and I've taken part in it, and I've laughed at all the memes that are going around about how horrible this year is. And certainly there's some crazy stuff that's happened this year. But I think we have to be careful not to keep reinforcing the negative concept that a year unto itself has bad things in it. Yeah, people dying ain't good. Yeah, people overreacting isn't good. Yeah, there's a lot of things that we could pretty safely say aren't good things. But there's a back end to all those things that allow for amazing opportunity. Now, I work with business owners, I work with entrepreneurs, I work with people that run a business. They're the ones in charge. They're the decision makers. Those are the people I work with them in most cases. And there's one thing that's true of all of them. They look for problems to solve. Are there problems right now? Are there more problems this year, or visible problems, or problems that affect more people this year than before? Probably not, but there seems to be more. And the perception is what matters. The perception is there are more problems this year than there were last year. Now, in the typical cases, people are going to see that as a bad thing. I don't see it as a bad thing. I see it as opportunity. You see, and if you're a business owner, and you haven't been seeing it that way, then you might be losing your edge a little bit this year. You might be feeling like you're going backwards. I want you to reframe it. Look at it differently. Look at it as these problems are opportunities to be solved. That's what business ownership's all about. That's what being an entrepreneur is all about. It's about solving problems, or perceived problems, really. They're not always problems. They're not actually problems. Don't really exist. It's a perception issue. People see them as problems. People see them as problems that need solving. You need to get out there and help solve people's problems. And there's so many that are personal, that people are personally going through. The fear of disease is a problem. They see it as a problem. They see it as the disease being the problem. It's more the fear of the disease as being the problem. How can you help them through that? There's a million different ways to help a person through that. Get out there and do it. I have a friend here locally, John. He deals in nutritional supplements, and he's out promoting, and started very early, just as COVID-19 started hitting the news. He was talking about, hey, immunity. Let's boost your immune system up. And he's gotten a lot of traction off that, him and his wife, Debbie. And so they've done a whole lot with that. That's what I'm talking about. You've got to get out there and take advantage of all the issues that are going on right now that people perceive as being problems. That's the spirit of entrepreneurism. It's the spirit of America. I mean, we're going to get patriotic here. Let's get patriotic. That's what America's all about. Get out there and help solve people's issues. Whatever they think the problem is, help them around it. It may not, more than likely, it's not an actual problem. It's not an actual issue. But you have to speak to their perception. You can't speak to absolute reality, because most people just aren't living there. They're living in their heads. Speak to the conversation going on in their heads, and you're going to have success. You're going to have more and more success this year. And while everyone else sees 2020 as a disaster, you can see it as the beginning of something amazing. So think about that next time, and pass that along to others. You may already see it this way, but pass it along. Get more people involved in this way of thinking, and I think the whole world will become a better place. But that's just me. Maybe I'm just Pollyanna. Hey, if you want to really take your business and take it to the next level, I've already started helping people out with this perception. Business owners sometimes get caught in a game of fearing their competition, of fearing competitive forces, especially when the competitive forces just seem outrageously large. One of those, a very common one, and one that's gotten bigger this year, Amazon.com. So, what are 9 ways to Amazon proof your business? That's my new book. Go check it out. You get a free copy at amazonproofbook.com, amazonproofbook.com, and you can also get it anywhere else books are sold. You have a great night. We'll be back here tomorrow. In the meantime, get out there and let the magic happen.